All right, hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tochi. If you guys are new, I'm a doctor of internal medicine. I wanted to do this video today to kind of just walk and talk and just share some of the things that I learned today and some of the things I was thinking about. I initially started this vlog earlier today, but I was talking and I realized my mouth was getting super dry, so I'm gonna need to carry a bottle of water on me anytime I talk with you guys on these walk and talk vlogs. But today here at the hospital, it was Women in History / Women in Medicine Month. And what we did is that we had an entire panel of female doctors, and I'll put a couple of B-roll cuts into the actual video so you guys can see all of the doctors that were involved. And we invited a bunch of different doctors from different parts of their training, different specialties, and we had a cardiologist there, we had a palliative care doctor, we had an ICU, pulmonary and critical care doctor, a primary care doctor in the clinic, we had a dermatologist, and then we also had, I believe I said neurologist already. Yeah, so we had basically 7 different doctors on the panel, and on the panel we pretty much asked them a bunch of questions to pretty much get their perspective in terms of what they dealt with in their medical training and pretty much their path into medicine and how they feel like their identity of being a woman kind of shaped their training and shaped their experiences. So being a man, it was kind of nice to hear their perspectives and what they went through. And one of the things that I did is that during the Q&A session, I asked them, what is something that they feel that their male counterparts should be mindful of? And I got a lot of good answers, and just being an advocate was one of the biggest things in terms of things that other providers or other patients may impose on them. It was really inspiring to see people from all sorts of background up there to share their experiences. And I'm really glad that we had an event like that. We had a lot of different foods that we made, we had a lot of different drinks that we made, and overall it was a very good talk, and I'm glad that we had it. In terms of how I'm feeling today, I'm trying out this wide angle lens today. I got it a couple of days ago and I'm trying it out. I used it at the gym the other day and I really like the amount of extra field that I was able to cover. It wasn't like a crazy amount, but definitely was noticeable. So you guys can see this is the wide angle lens. I have a ND filter that I actually just got in the mail as well, which I'm going to try probably in the next vlog. I wanted to do a vlog earlier on today because it was pretty cloudy and I wanted to see what the actual footage came out looking like, but I missed my chance and I'm probably just gonna have to try again tomorrow if there is gonna be any clouds. But regardless, in terms of some things that I'm struggling with this actual camera, well, I would even put it on the camera, I'll put it on the actual mic, is that I'm picking up a lot of background feedback. And I was watching a couple of videos and did some research, and they all told me to turn off the low cut feature that was in the top near where like the actual like settings are for the mic settings. So I turned that off. I didn't necessarily notice a huge difference. And this is all in the gym, by the way. So it's kind of hard to notice the huge difference because of all the background noises in there. But I turned that off. I messed with the gain a little bit. So I turned it down to like -10 for a little bit. Didn't notice a difference. Put it up to +2. Notice a little bit of a difference, but I just noticed that if it's a lot of noise going around, it's very hard for the mic to at least isolate your voice. And that's what my experience has been. Now, granted, I'm not like a tech guru, so I could have been setting up the actual mic improperly. So that's something that I want to reach out to you guys, and hopefully you guys can share in the comment section down below for my fellow DJI Osmo Pocket users and the Mic 2 users, is how do you feel you get the best settings for your actual mic for audio? Because the video can look as good as it likes, but if the audio is bad, I would probably turn off a video for poor audio as opposed to poor video. So that is something that I'm trying to fix a little bit earlier rather than later. And just something that I wanted to share in terms of what I was struggling with for this actual camera. I started this vlog a little bit earlier and I started talking for about 2 minutes. My mouth got super dry, so I am going to definitely have to have like a bottle of water on me anytime that we talk. It's a pretty beautiful day today. We had a lot of rain a couple of weeks ago, and it's tough because I am from Southern California and there was a lot of fires going on down there back then. And thankfully my family wasn't too affected by it. But I was talking to one of my friends. He graduated from dental school and he's practicing dentistry out there at his own clinic. And he was just telling me how awful it was during that time, and the school's getting evacuated because his wife is a teacher, and seeing how people's businesses burn down and people just losing everything that they saved their entire life for. And I really empathize for them because I couldn't imagine saving or building for something for decades and then just at a moment's whim, fire, flood, tornado, whatever, natural disaster, just taking it all away like that. It really makes you feel fearful of what could be possibly to come to take away all of your hard work. You can't predict a huge fire like that. You can't predict a earthquake or tornado, and all of those like natural disasters come so sporadically that it's just hard to be fearful of that. And that's something that I've been trying to be mindful of in these next couple of years, is being able to know what to actually stress over and what to not stress over. Because if you let it, so many things in your life can stress you out, and so many things outside of your life can stress you out. But there's a beauty in being able to just let go of things in your life and just not having to put too much of your mental abilities towards something, because if you let it, then it'll be all consuming, and the things that actually do matter in your life, you're not going to be able to put a full effort towards them, and it's going to be suffering as a result from it. We're going to keep on walking here because I want to get more shots. It's really bright right now. I ended up getting an ND filter a couple of days ago. Actually, no, it just came in last night, and I haven't tried it in the outdoor setting yet, but it's something to come. Maybe I'll try it in the next vlog, but I do want to try these ND filters on just normal auto. I was trying to record in the, the D-Log format, because I was really fascinated with the color grading with the LUTs, and it looks really cool. But like I said before, I'm not trying to do too much. I don't have enough time to be putting towards all of that post editing and spending hours upon hours to make these videos. I really just want to get a good message out and talk to you guys. So overall, I feel that I want to make things simple, and the message is really all that matters. And I do have an itch to do like cinematic vlogging and all the interesting shots, but it's not really something that I'm super passionate about. It's just something that, you know, when you have like an itch for something and you just want to do it, that's like kind of how I feel about cinematic vlogging. So overall, feeling pretty good today. In terms of the things I have left off for my to-dos, I use this to-do app for productivity and just to kind of keep myself accountable. If you guys can see there, I have like a bunch of things that I do every single day, and I'm able to set it up where it shows up weekly. I do have to finish these flashcards for some studying that I like doing on the side. I have like a package to pick up. I just worked on this schedule with one of my coworkers, so I'll just mark that off. I have a couple of emails to go through, and then I do have to walk on the treadmill for another hour because that is my form of cardio. And I find that oftentimes we feel like we need to do a bunch of running to burn off a bunch of calories. But the biggest thing with cardio is that you need to be careful with it, especially if you're doing really high intensity cardio, because yes, you'll burn a lot of calories in a way shorter amount of time, but you're just going to be hit with that ghrelin hormone and just feel ravenous after and feel really hungry. And all of the work that you just spent burning all of those calories will just be right back on that body and then some, because you just ate a bunch of food because you felt really hungry. And what I actually do for cardio instead is that I actually just do walking. And yes, it takes a lot longer than running to burn calories with walking, but it's something that's a lot more sustainable to do. And what I actually do is that I put it at an incline of 3, speed of 3, where I'm not like running out of breath or feeling like super tired, but I'm getting movement in, I'm burning calories. My calories and my heart rate actually stays around like 110, maybe 115, 120. And staying within that level 2 zone of a heart rate is something that allows you to burn more primarily fat as opposed to calories and glucose, which is the reason why you feel super ravenous after. So that is something that I've been trying to be a lot more mindful of when I'm actually doing cardio. I try to incorporate one day on Sundays of like a couple minutes of sprinting just to like get my heart rate up and feel that like burn. Because I feel like if I'm not getting my heart rate into those 150s, 160s, sometimes 170s, which is 180s, 170s is like the heart rate my body actually gets to when I'm playing basketball. But sometimes I like getting up to that range once a week, maybe once every other week, to kind of help with my endurance when I'm actually working in the actual gym and lifting weights. And I've noticed that when I do a bunch of sprinting or high intensity cardio, the ability of like cardio, the amount of cardio that I'm able to sustain when I'm doing weightlifting is a lot better. So that's just a little gym tidbit, a little workout tidbit that I noticed for myself. I'm not like a gym influencer or like an expert in that field, but it's just something that I've noticed that has worked for me, and it's something that you can try out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we're gonna get a couple more laps in and walking here. This is like some pretty good visual display with this wide angle lens and with this lighting. We'll see as we switch back into the sun. I really want to put on the ND filter to see what it looks like right now, but you know, I want to do one thing at a time. I don't want to start stacking up too many things. So overall, pretty good day today, pretty uneventful. The only biggest thing that I really liked about this day was that Women in Medicine panel, which was really cool. But other than that, tomorrow I do have a work from home day. I have a bunch of things to actually do. I have an appointment in San Francisco for my eyes to get my eyes checked out. And then I have another appointment at 4:30 for my retwist for my locks. I'm gonna be getting 2-strand twists. My hair is getting pretty long and it's pretty, not messy, just all over the place. I intentionally didn't put it up in a band, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then I also need to pack for my flight on Friday to go to Texas to go see my partner's family as well as her friends. So that is how things are looking. I hope you guys took something away from this vlog today. The word of the video today will be, safety. Also tell me something that you also kind of resonate with from this video. We can also start a dialogue down below and like the video if you liked it as well. It's pretty windy right now, so we'll see if this wind filter lives up to its name. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Peace. Like I said, you guys, these are just simple vlogs, just me sharing my thoughts and wanting to build a community with you guys. So I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.